Yes.
Bogdanov, he did it.
He bought.
He went all in.
Dump it.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trey from Digital Dollars Trading. And what is going on with the market? Jeez, this is just crazy. The sell-off, man, it done got ugly. Man, it done got ugly out here. Golly. But look, the market is scared of the T word, man. Every time you hear that T word, it's, oh my God, I got to sell everything. Market's crashing. And the T word is tariffs. Look, Trump knows exactly what he is doing. Please understand that, okay? The market is very, very fickle. It's always looking for a reason to panic. And Trump knows that when he gets on TV and he starts throwing the tariff word around, the markets are going to sell off. He's very aware of this. And it's almost like he's trying to just, I feel like they want to force a recession. I really do. So keep that in the back of your head. But with these tariffs, let's talk about what a tariff actually is, because I know a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. So I'm going to make it simple, make it easy for you to understand what's going on when they talk about tariffs, okay? So when you hear the word tariff, think of another T word, tax, all right? All the tariff is a tax. So as you see today, Donald Trump announced that a 25% tariff will go into effect on Mexico and Canada on Tuesday, on the 4th. So what that means is, I was going to say you need to buy your Don Julio or your Coronas. You need to buy them right now. You actually do, because next week they're going to be a lot more expensive. But let me break down tariff. Like I said, it's a tax. So let's take an item. Let's just say something costs $5 and it comes from Mexico. If there's a 25% tax on it, that's $1.25, right? So if it normally sells here for $5, now Mexico got to pay an extra $1.25 just to be able to sell it here in the US. And do you think that Mexico's going to just eat that $1.25 extra hike of doing business? No, of course not. So what are they going to do? They're going to pass that expense on to the consumer. So if something cost $5 before, now it's going to cost $6.25 because Mexico or Canada, they're not going to eat that $1.25 cost. They're not going to take that out of their profit. They're just going to add it on so they make the same amount of money. But for the everyday working people, we got to pay extra. So with a tariff, it's a tax on goods. So with Mexico, you can think about tequila. You can think about Coronas. You can think about avocados. Anything that Mexico sends over here, it's going to cost them an extra 25% just to be able to bring it over here. And they pass that cost on to us. So that's why you see the markets taking a nosedive. You see prices on a lot of stocks having a major correction, because you got to take that in to account. And you've been out here, like, you can feel it. People are hurting. People are really hurting. Like, it feels like we're on the brink of collapse. You got all these jobs getting cut. And maybe they personally want to crash the market to have a reset on prices, which is what is needed. But if you go that route, there is going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of people without jobs and things of that nature. It's going to be a lot of pain ahead. But I wanted you guys to understand tariffs and what it is. I hope I made that simple to understand. It's just a 25% tax of doing business in the United States. And obviously some of these countries are throwing tariffs back on us. So You know, if we put 25% on them, they do what's called a reciprocal tax. They also add 25% too for anything that they buy from us to do business over there. So we raise prices on them. So it's really a back and forth, man, between China, Canada, Mexico on who got the biggest stick. Like that's all it is at the end of the day. And understand with the markets, like I said, Trump knows what he's doing. At any time, he could call the tariffs off. They go into effect on Tuesday. Maybe Monday, he comes in and he says, hey, you know what? We're going to delay the tariffs. There's maybe a 30-40% chance of that happening. Or he come out and say, you know what? I'm done with tariffs. We're not going to do it. That's probably a 2% chance of that likelihood. But you have to be prepared for those kind of things, because if on Monday he comes in and he says tariffs are delayed for 90 days, the market is going to shoot up, right? And you don't want to miss those opportunities, particularly, you know, if you're a trader. If your focus is solely long-term, then you just got to ride it out. You know, you probably don't want to take a cash position and be accountable for capital gains tax on something that, you know, you could probably wait out. At the end of the day, last term, Trump had tariffs on China before. Didn't really cause major issues, but there are extra countries now involved, and these are different times now, especially with the government layoffs and everything. So take from that what you will. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel to get more of my content. It's your boy Trey from Digital Dollars Trade.